start rapping. You know what time it is? The LockMarie Talk Show. Yo, girl, come on now. Show me my love, yeah. It's your girl, Coach LockMarie, on a beautiful Friday. What y'all know about that right there? It's Friday, y'all. Y'all should be happy. You should be jumping up and down. You should be waving at strangers, blowing kisses at babies. You know how y'all do on Fridays. You know how we do. Everybody happy on Friday. That's why I didn't even come on this morning. I said they don't need no motivation or no inspiration. It's Friday. That's inspiration enough. You ain't even got to have no money in your pocket. You ain't got to have no plans. Just the fact that it's Friday. Folks wake up be like, oh, it's Friday. Excited about life. How about we start being excited about life every day? How about we realize that Friday should be every day? That feeling we get for Friday, that's the feeling we need to carry in life throughout every area of life. Ooh. I just looked at the clock at exactly 4:44. I don't know about you, but I believe in angelic signs. And even more so now that I'm getting more knowledgeable and more wisdom on things. So anytime I look at clocks, and if I got all my clocks have different times. Most of them. So when I look at one clock and it says that, I'm like, oh, okay. But then when I look at the next one, and the time on that one is the exact time, but at different times, if that makes sense to you. I'm like, okay, this is a sign. And so I have to look it up and see what it says. So let me look this up real quick. Do. Let's see. All right. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Okay. Y'all, my husband, he's so funny. So he's at a grocery store. Well, it's one of them chain stores that sell other things besides groceries, but it's mainly known for, let me see how much. Oops. I said how much. It's mainly known for groceries, but they sell, clothes and other stuff. And it's like one of those warehouse stores. I won't put them on blast. But he just sent me a picture. They got those massage chairs you see in the middle of the malls? I don't know if they have them in other states. Well, yeah, they do, because we went to, where were we at? We were in Vegas, and they had them there. But I know in Cali, they have those massage chairs where you sit and you put your legs in between, like the massager thing, and it grips your legs, and it massages your back. It grips and massages the back of your muscle along with your back. They got 3 of them for sale in this store. So I'm like, ooh. So he just sent me the picture. So I asked him how much. I'm just saying, y'all. And if I be posting a picture on social media of me in one of them chairs, it ain't gonna be because I'm at the mall. It's gonna be in my house. sister like the massage chairs. If it's reasonable to my liking. All right, so we are here today and we are going to dive right in the book for men only, How to Love Your Lady the Right Way. Tips to get the best side of her. Let's see. I think we stopped at tip 8. Yes, we did, because we were discussing tip 7 and 8 was talking about just listen. Men, sometimes your woman just wants you to listen. Okay? Like today, this morning. I woke up. I usually get up. I'm an early bird. Force a habit. Don't ask why, but I was, even when I used to try to sleep, I would always become awakened. And this was when I lived by myself, so I knew that it was something that I was supposed to be doing other than sleeping. Because y'all help me understand. Does this ever happen to anybody else? If it do, you ain't the only one, right? Look, so you in your house, right? And you sleep. You're not dreaming. You are not dreaming though, right? You are asleep. And in the middle of your sleep, you hear a knock. 3 knocks. It was always 3 knocks for me, right? And so it would wake me out of my sleep because I knew I lived alone. And during that time, whether my son was, when my son lived with me, whether or not he was there or not, I knew it wasn't him. I knew it wasn't nothing in the house knocking because it was nighttime, right? And which takes me back to what I just said earlier about the 444. But I would be asleep, and when I would wake and look at the clock would always be, oh my God, y'all, I didn't get it back then, but now I get it. The clock would always be at a certain time. Every time. And now I'm like, oh my God, you've been trying to get my attention for years. Ooh, Lord. But I didn't understand it. So, you know me, I'm always Googling something. So I would see what the 3 knocks meant, and I was just looking up stuff, but it just didn't click, a lot of it, back then, because life was happening and I was allowing it to happen. I was allowing it to distract me, in a lot of ways, whatever. But that's when I would just get up and start writing. I was like, well, evidently I ain't supposed to be asleep, so I guess I'll write. And I just started writing, and here I am, let's see, this 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 8 years later, I have over 25 books published. Give me my break. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, didn't I say no pictures though? But yeah, so I mean, like I said, if there's a message that you got to get out, like if you are purposed and called to do something, it's gonna get done whether you want to do it or not. Because I promise y'all, during that time I was trying to get that sleep. That sleep was good. It didn't matter if I was in the living room, because at that time, y'all, how bourgeois is that? I had 3 couches. And I lived in a back house. And I had 3. How did I get 3 couches? I don't even remember. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Because before I moved there, the place where I lived, I only had 1. I ended up with 3 couches. I mean, full couches, not no love seats. Like, these are actual couches. So what I did was I just made it like a sectional living room. I had 1 going one way, 1 going the other way, and 1 going the opposite way. And, I'm like, hey, God is blessing. But I knew then during that time, it was God's way of encouraging me, letting me know that He was with me, and that everything was going to be all right, no matter what I had been through. Because, Lord, you guys, during that time, that's when I was coming back up from losing everything. When I say I lost it, well, I won't say I lost it. I gave it up. Okay. I gave up. I left a 3,800 square foot, what everybody considered mini mansion, and I left. I didn't want none of it, right? My peace of mind meant more to me than that house or anything in that house. And I'll never forget, I had a family member. I was like, Lord, folks, that just show everybody in a different mind frame, frame of mind. But I had someone who was supposed to be assisting me getting my, because all I wanted was my personal items. They supposed to be helping me, and they, girl, you leaving all this? I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm about to. I'm like, wow, but like I said, ladies, nobody knows the struggle lives. I'm just like, nobody knows your story but you. Nobody knows what you're dealing with but you. So it's up to you whether or not you want to live a life that is not you to please people. You know what I'm saying? To make other people. I don't know. I really don't know why people do it. I'm just not that I'm not fake. I can't be fake. I ain't never been fake. I've never been able. People tell me all the time that my face tells all, and that goes to with my life. Like, if it's not right with me, I'm not gonna be there long. Like, I cannot stay where I'm not comfortable, or I'm true to my inner state. I am true to me, point blank. That's what is a. That's the only thing I can come up with to describe it. I am true to LockMarie. And who else am I supposed to be true to? Like, isn't that who you want to be true to? You want to be true to yourself, right? That's the way God made us. But it's when you're trying to be true for and to everybody else that you end up lacking and you end up missing out and really not living your true potential and, enjoying life. But yeah, I gave it, I didn't want no parts. But I was in that back house and I was loving it, a cute little back house. I had a nice family in the front. I felt safe and everything. And I would be, sometimes, like I said, I would sleep in the living room because I would be watching TV. And my son would be in the back in his room. And I didn't want him to wake up. And so I would end up falling asleep. And sure enough, every morning at a specific time, I would always hear that 3 knocks. And it wasn't just in that house. Now, how I knew it was because it was the sound of I had a, those old school screen doors, they call them. I had one of those doors, and that's what I heard the knock on. And so then when I moved from there, no. Before I lived there, at the place before there, I was upstairs. Okay. And so I would be which room would I be in? I would be in my bedroom or either in the living room watching TV. It doesn't, whichever one, wherever I was at a certain time. Every time, at that certain time, I would hear that knock, those 3 knocks. But in my room, I didn't have, of course, you didn't have no door because, you're upstairs. And people had to be given access to get up to knock on the door. So it was the sound of someone knocking on my window. And I knew it was nobody because I